Hey everyone, it is September 7th, Chad, Colorado Giants. At this point, you should know the drill, but just in case you don't, my name's Chad. My family and I, with the help of my family, grow giant vegetables, and I kind of just let everybody know what's going on at our house, mainly for our own purposes, and so the family knows what we're doing, but people seem to enjoy it. So if you like our content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and always comment below if you have any questions. So, since we're definitely that time of the year where we're fast tracked, no editing nonsense, the old one take videos are still rocking and rolling. Let's flip you around. Got a turkey. And we'll go ahead and do that. So, here we go. It's about, I don't know, getting close to 7. It's been lots of firewall everywhere. There's been fires everywhere. It kind of sucks, but, drought, climate change, all that good stuff. The Remmel greenhouse and all of its splendor. Good shot right there. So this week, with the help of Papa Del and Grandma, we were able to make a lot of progress on the turkey palace. So that looks pretty darn good. We're going to fill this area here with pickets so it has a nice decorative touch to it. But we got the wire installed, and then we just got to put the wire on the top. So you got to do pickets, wire on the top. And you ask, why do you have to put the wires on the top? Well, that's why, because the turkeys will roost everywhere. And we've had some, fox issues. Fox got another turkey and a few chickens. So they need to be enclosed. So getting all that junk picked up allowed me to really clean up out here, which is really nice. I do like a nice tidy area. I was watching the video basically from today, but last year. And man, we've made a lot of progress. It gets kind of frustrating at times when you want to get things done and you never have the time. But if you take that in stride and put it in perspective, and you look where you were a year ago, we've actually done a whole lot of work, and it looks really good. So I'm excited about that. Pumpkins are looking good. The poor hail shredded plants are looking not so good. But we are getting more growth. Unfortunately, this one wasn't protected. Got pecked by the chickens, so I doubt that one will make it. But we've got a few. We got a few growing in here. Hopefully. Oh shoot, there's another one. I didn't even notice that one until right now. We'll be able to supply ourselves with jack-o'-lanterns this year. A few of the watermelons are funky. The hail took them out. The rest are doing pretty okay. I do want to grow more watermelons next year, but I won't start them super late, so hopefully we actually get some. It's obviously been a little while since we picked these here zucchinis, because holy moly, that is some massive zucchinis. Garden's doing good. Like all this last year, it's all dirt. It's all dirt, looked like CRAP, and was just not looking that good. So I'm happy that it's looking better this year. The backside doesn't look like anything special. So on to the update. I haven't measured anything yet because Emily is putting the boy to bed. Molar has gotten grown over quite a bit by the plants, and you'll find that your plants will have a second spurt of growth, because remember, go back a handful of videos, I cut off all the secondary vines. All the secondary vines all up to the pumpkin. So all this plant, this is a new plant. New plant, lots of new plant back there. And I have been picking off these vine tips, but it's just in that secondary stage of life where it wants to grow. As far as the pumpkin's growing, I know Molar's growing. I have my suspicions about Miss Juana. I'm not 100% positive that Miss Juana is still putting on the pounds. Let's take off the blankets. Still orange. Still really orange. Take a look at her. I don't know. These are new. That Kraken is new, so maybe it is, because if it's growing, it's cracking, or if it's not growing, it ain't gonna have those cracks. That's not good. My fan fell off. So I have the fan right here because there's a little bit of funkiness on this stem right here, and I haven't checked on it in a day or so. So I'll squirt that with alcohol, and I'm going to put the fan back because we need that running. It's no bueno. So I don't know, Miss Juana I think is still growing. I thought it had stopped, but now that I see this aging, I think it's still growing. Like this wasn't there. So I think she's still growing. Might not be growing much, but still growing. Like this bump, it's concerning. So she's definitely still growing, which is good, but hopefully at a controlled rate. I'll find out later once Emily's able to come help me. All this, all this growth, pinching off vine tips. The tomato plant is just, it's insane. The tomato bush, more vine tips. So this is why you don't let your tertiary vines go, or you do, good pruning so that this doesn't happen. Because this is just out of control. I have been spraying with simple something or other spider mite spray, and it looks like it has halted their advance, knock on wood. Secondary growth back there, it's going wild, it's out of control. Let's look at beanbag. Thanks everybody for the comments. I still am not decided on what I'm going to do. A lot of votes for cut the foam, take the stress off, and I might do that as soon as I have some time. Still looking real big, real orange. My hopes and dreams have maybe shifted from Miss Juana a little bit over to Bertha. Bertha is still growing. This one I did measure because I put the tape on it, so I could do it all by myself. I will tell you that Bertha has grown an average of 14 pounds a day. So that's really good, because we're at September 7th, so we still got a month. We still got a month for this one to grow, if not more, because 7 math, 21 days, yeah. So it's got a solid month left to grow, and actually a little bit more, probably a month and a week. But it's been getting a little chilly, so I definitely have been covering up with blankets. This pumpkin is really tall, so like on my, let's flip you back around. Hello. So I am 6'1", and that's about right up to my belly, so I would say a good solid 4 foot tall. Is it heavy? Is it light? I don't know. I hope it's heavy. And I also realized one thing, that when I get my weight estimates, I use the phone app, which is a chart from 3 or 4 years ago, at least 3 years ago. So I was wondering why last year Ted went so light compared to what I thought it was going to be, and that's because I was using an old chart. In the new chart, it always has the most current information. So that's why I was really surprised when they estimated it way bigger than I thought it was actually going to estimate. So live and learn on that one. Which, if it goes to chart, then that's good, because it'll be heavier than what I thought it was going to be. So get that tape measure on beanbag, so when Emily comes out, she'll be able to help me. But let's see, what wisdom can I impart on you? Trim your vines. We had some really big rains, so like all this is really moist from our big rains. This time of the year, keep up on your sprays and whatnot, knock on wood. We are, a week into September, and I don't see any powdery mildew. And my plants, aside from spider mites right here, old plant, let's go look at Miss Juana's plant. Miss Juana has, some kind of old plant, but it really doesn't look that bad. Look at this. This is impressive. Look at this plant. This is old. All this is old. and it still doesn't look that old. I bet you this is crunchy, and it's not, which is surprising. So I'm really impressed by this plant. As much as it wanted to burn, if you look at it the wrong way, it still keeps on trucking. I'm sure that vine is from the 2118, as well as, who knows at this point. I was gone, I let the plants get overgrown, and that is a big mistake. Never do that. Listen to Chad, friends. Do as I say, not as I do. But that's about it. I don't have a whole heck of a lot for you, because at this point it kind of is what it is. Mitigate your growth if you guys are growing outside and you have some really hairy looking cracks. Consider cutting vine tips to alleviate some of that energy going to the pumpkin. If you think you're teetering on the edge, that's always a good idea. Good technique to keep your pumpkin from splitting, because that's your main worry at this time of the year. That your pumpkin's going to get a split, that you'll get some sort of disease, and down she'll go. I'm still really unsure. I don't know if my lifting gantry will fit over here on the slope of the greenhouse, so I'm not totally sure what I'm going to do about that pumpkin. I don't know. But the other ones, knock on wood, are pretty much straight down the middle, so I should be able to snag them. And yeah. Well, everybody, I think that's about it. Not a whole lot this week. Hopefully your pumpkins are going well. If you're state fairs and whatnot, people are already taking fruit to the way off. We're still, 3 weeks? 3 weeks away from our first one. And yeah. So obviously it'll be Moeller, Miss Juana, Beanbag, and then Big Bertha back there. Start to place your bets on who you think is going to be the heaviest. In fact, comment below. Who do you think is going to be the heaviest pumpkin? Heaviest by weight, and then heaviest percentage to chart. My vote's on that one. But maybe next video I'll give them a good slapping for you, so you'll know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, share with a friend. We'll see you next week.